Hey, buddy. Welcome back here. We're looking at SimCity Cities of Tomorrow. This came out over 10 years ago for the PC and soon down the road in 2019 for the Mac. You can only get this on the EA store, one of the few games that are EA that are not on other platforms like Steam. It's $20, which is not a bad... I feel like that's a fine game. This game kind of hard to, like... I was actually a little bit worried that it wouldn't launch because it has a launcher and then it's like downloading scripts and then like, okay, you're good to go. So yeah, it was a little bit weird, but again, it has to hit a server. So, you know, if EA turns off these servers, I'm curious if the game even works. Because that was the thing when this game came out. It was like, hey, you had to be multiplayer only. It was a multiplayer SimCity or city builder, which is like, I thought that was pretty cool because the thing with like SimCity 4 was you would make different cities and one city would be your, you know, the city used for like collecting trash and burning trash and all that stuff. And then you had your main city that had everybody living there and happy and stuff. And then this was your like jewel, and then you had your black sheep in the background generating all the power and all that. So it was interesting. And then you would have community things, like your groups of your friends would make things, the arcologies and all that. And I thought it was really cool. But sadly, a lot of people didn't want that. A lot of people just wanted to be isolated and kind of, you know, hey man, I just want to play the game, you know? And you know, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You know, you could do that. You can do that. Play alone. You know, I think that's what, even though like SimCity 4, I think has a multiplayer aspect to it, like a mod version of it, I think. I don't know. But this is, I think, an interesting game. I think it got denied too much. I think it was like, hey, maybe, I don't know. Like it's at heart, I think it's a step in a weird direction for SimCity when you're coming off like Sim 4. You know, they did have SimCiety, because there was like a few SimCity games after 4, but before this, that just were not well received, which was kind of interesting. Okay, let's, so yeah, right off the rip, like this is, you know, you're going to see a lot of SimCity Skyline, or Cities Skyline in this, because I feel like at heart, SimCity is still a fine game. It depends on what you want. You want scope. Like, a lot of people were upset, like, hey, this is all the land you get. So, hey, manage that, you know? I mean, just like a real city, you can't keep on expanding. And, of course, City Skyline also suffers from that, too, of like, hey, you're very constrained. I had a city in SimCity that had more people in it than I could get in City Skyline, but I still had a good time no matter what. So, where is the wind? Can I build a... No, I need to build road, okay. So, like here, right off the rip, dirt road, you can see lines in here. Just like City Skyline. And of course, this game hasn't been patched in a very long time, I think. I mean, they're not going to go back and, like, add shit from City Skyline because nobody liked this game at the start. Okay, let's hold and drag. Okay, let me see. Where is the wind? We'll do a coal plant, yeah? Okay, this is upwind, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place this over here. So that's the thing, instead of power lines and pipes, which I hate doing, it's shitty in City Skyline, you just plug it into the road, which is like, wow, this is actually really smart. Like, really smart. Okay, and then, let's see here. So we're just gonna place a dirt road. Actually, we're gonna place a road here. There we go, and place this here. Go. That's just regular road. Whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. And then let's start building. Okay, and we'll do that, and then we'll do residential, and then let's see here. let's do some... What do we want to make? Kind of our industrial zone here. There we go. Nice and ugly. There we go. For the ugly things. Do that. There we go. Boom, boom. Tough acting, acting. And let's get cheetah speed. More people, more people. But yeah, like I feel like this is a fine game. I'm curious what City Skyline can bring to the table, because I recently saw a stream. I think it was a stream. It didn't look like City Skyline, but it looked different, but not different enough, you know? And I'm just curious of like, hey, what is City Skyline gonna do? You know, they've come out and said, hey, I think City Skylines is a fine game. I don't, not gonna dog on the game. I think there's a lot of problems with it, and I think there's a lot of problems still with it. And if a City Skyline 2 could fix a lot of those problems, hell yeah. But if they're just kind of redoing the same game and not doing much different, you know, there's like no difference. Like the difference between SimCity and SimCity 2000 was like, it was crazy. Like the amount of stuff you could do with 2000, and then 3 came around, and then 4 was like, oh shit, this is nuts. You could do so many different things. And I really liked 4, and I really liked 2. I didn't really play much 3. And from what I've seen is like, hey, they put out a lot of content for SimCity Skyline, and I think how they did it was a little bit scummy in my opinion. I feel like, you know, they added like, hey, here's our industrial pack, here's our airport pack, here's our tourism packs. Like, why isn't this in the game? But also, hey, it's like a $40 game. I think when SimCity came out, it was like $60, I think. It is $20 right now on EA Store, and of course, if you have Game Pass Ultimate or EA Play, you know it's included with that, the full version, the cities, and all that. Okay. Like, what really drive me crazy was the traffic was so bad in City Skyline. I just could not get it. Like, it just made no sense, especially in the early game. And I think how cities to start. So you notice, like, right off the rip, like, there's this freeway coming right through the city, and hey, you know, it's there. And depending on where you start, you're gonna have you know, different things. You know, you might have a train coming through here, but with City Skyline, the little spigot of the freeway coming in, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, how do I? That was my biggest problem with it, is how do I make this not a huge traffic problem? And it's just like, oh my god, what is this? Because sometimes, like, trucks would come in, you could watch it because it's just like, you know, they would come in and then turn around. So there would be just traffic right here at your entrance. But yeah, this game, for like a 10-year-old game, it's still fine, you know? I'm curious how the Mac version is. It's like, Apple is so weird when it comes to their games. Let's see, can I upgrade these? Yeah. There's upgrading too. Let's just change this to medium density. Boom. Medium density. And it's not like, hey, like, upgrading roads I thought was a little bit weird in City Skyline, and I really hope that they fix a lot of that stuff. You know, it is coming out to Game Pass on PC, so I'm gonna check it out there, and then if I like it, buy it on Steam. Like you could have a town down here, and then like just, you know, you could have your friend over there. I mean, I forgot if it was at like you would play at the same time. You could see his thing upgrade, but I mean, for over a 10-year-old game, I think looks pretty good. Like, even zooming in, it looks fine. You know, It looks fine. Like, cheap food. Like, I could read that. I could read that from here. And of course, depth of field is taken over right here. Tilt shift. Is it paused? Wow. Oh, shit. I should build a school. Okay, let's, oh, we got sewage problem. Poor sewage. Hey, why don't you, not my problem. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That shit is so cool. Let's get some education here. Town hall. I need a town hall. Okay. Let's see here. We'll do a town hall here. Go. Boom. And then let's do a school here. We got a library and a grade school. Okay. There, that's fine. Okay. There we go, there we go. And then we'll just do that and then add some more residential. There we go. Put that there. And then we'll add... That's cool that you can't add it to this, but you can add it to over here. Interesting. Oh my god, I'm kind of just playing SimCities. But yeah, this maybe I'll stream this or something. But this is a perfectly fine game. I feel like it does a really good job of, just being a simple game. That's the thing with SimCity is like, hey, it's not supposed to be overcomplicated. It's not supposed to have some weird systems like the whole transportation system of City Skyline. I just could not get into, like, just how does bus stops work? Like, I just want it to work, And of course, I'm probably gonna have flames like, wow, you're supposed to do this and this and this. It's like, oh, I'm playing the game wrong, I guess. And when you're being told that you're playing the game wrong, I think the game is bad. It's like that. It's like that, But SimCity 2013 is still a fine game, and I think people should definitely check it out. Let's upgrade this. Yeah, we'll upgrade that to medium density. And over time, like, that's the thing is, like, over time, these houses will be demolished and all that. You do not have to do that. And that was like a thing of, like, City Skyline is dipping into the SimCity 4 and into SimCity, this SimCity of like, hey, it's just so many systems. I'm so curious if they, like, learn from a lot of, hey, what are people playing? What is easy to get people going? Because it's still kind of hard. I could just sit back and just, like, enjoy this, But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.